Hello everyone, this is Drew from Best of Us Investors working with Mark on the Platinum Trading Platform. As you may know if you have been a subscriber on the channel for some time now, Mark, who has been successfully investing for over 40 years and warned us to get out of the market in 2021 November when the market was at its peak, is now helping our subscribers on swing trades, analyzing more than 1,000 companies each week based on 10 indicators and sharing the tickers of the stocks that are set up for good uptrends every day, along with weekly Zoom calls for Q&As with the members. So if you might be interested in our service, please make sure you check the link in the description below. For this week, we had another exciting week as the AI momentum in the market was still going on, and that there were several stocks going up, still including Nvidia. Again, for this week, we made great profits with our swing trades, making more than $2,000 this week with just 3 trades, and wanted to share them with you. Now, as you may know, our service has a major watch list where Mark goes over and analyzes 1,000 stocks each week based on his 10 indicators and selects the stocks that satisfy all his 10 indicators. Now, as you can see here, if you were to trade 100 shares of the stocks that were mentioned by Mark on our major watch list and sold when the sell alert went out starting from January this year, you would have made over $15,000. Now, I do want to remind you that this is not financial advice and Mark is not recommending the members to buy or sell any stocks, but he is doing all the research and analysis for the members and sharing over 20 to 25 stocks each week along with his sell alerts as a resource so that the members can make a better decision on their swing trades, hoping that all the members can make great profits and also minimize their losses if the market goes down for some reason. With that, let's get into our first stock for this week. Now, the first stock that was listed on our major watch list was Amazon, ticker symbol AMZN. The stock was first shared on May 30th when the price was at $120.11, as you can see here in the graph. On this day, Mark mentioned that the stock presented a golden cross, which is where the 50 SMA passes through the 200 SMA and is a bullish indicator, and also mentioned that the other indicators were all in the green. He also shared that the next resistance level would be $122.01, and if the price bypassed that level, the following resistance would be $126.76. Now, on the following day, as Mark analyzed the stock, she shared that the price action is pushing up against the resistance at $121.14, and that if momentum pushes price beyond that level, more sell orders would likely be around $122.88. Now, that day, as the price reached $122.88, Mark sent out a seller to preserve the gains and avoid the risk for the price to be rejected at this resistant level. Now, for members that are more risk tolerant, Mark also mentioned that all the indicators are still positive and can maybe sell half the position and leave the remaining half to ride the potential way up to add more gains. So again, the ultimate decision would be made by the individual based on their risk tolerance level, but Mark is just sharing all the resources with the members so that they can make a better decision. If you were to trade 100 shares of Amazon and sold when the seller went out, you would have made $277 in just 2 days. Now, our second stock for this week was Capital One Financial Corporation, ticker symbol COF. This stock was first shared on June 1st when the price was at $104.21, as you can see here in the graph. Mark mentioned in that morning that the stock remained above the 200 SMA and that the 9 SMA crossed over the 200 SMA, which is a bullish sign. He also shared that all the other indicators were in the green and had a sell order at $106.87, and of course told us that the support level would be around the 9 SMA. Now, that day, as the stock kept rising up, Mark sent out a sell alert at $106.87, as he mentioned that morning, which would have made you $266 if you followed Mark's suggestions. Now, since all the indicators were still in the green, he also did mention that for traders who are more risk tolerant, another strategy would be to sell half the portion, preserving gains from at least half of your position, and leaving the remaining half to catch the potential upside on this trade. So for this trade, if you would have traded 100 shares when it was mentioned by Mark and sold when the seller went out, you would have made $266 in just 1 day. Now for our last stock, it would be Constellation Energy, ticker symbol CEG, which was first listed on our under the 200 SMA list, which is a list where all the indicators are in the green except for that it is under the 200 SMA and has more risk than our major watch list, but at the same time have a potential to catch the stock when it is just starting to change its momentum to its uptrend, catching more profits. Mark does share 10 stocks each week in the under the 200 SMA list as well, which are again stocks that are selected from the 1,000 companies that Mark goes through during the weekend, but has a little bit more risk than the major watch list. Now, Constellation Energy was first listed at $79.85 on our list when the stock broke through the 9 SMA, and ever since then it has been nicely rising along the 9 SMA, as you can see here. And then when it reached the 200 SMA, there was a flat period where the stock was hesitating whether it should break through the 200 SMA or be rejected. Now, on June 1st, the stock broke through the 200 SMA and went all the way up to $89 per share at one point. And of course, Mark sent out a notice to the members that CEG ran up more than $9 per share, just in case that anyone may have wanted to take some profits from this trade. So if you would have traded 100 shares when the stock was first mentioned on this list and sold when the notice went out, you would have made around $900 on this trade with just 100 shares. Again, this is not financial advice, and the decision is made by each individual, but Mark is doing all the work and sharing all the resources and sell alerts, hoping that the members can make better decisions on their swing trades. So with that, if you are interested in these swing trade updates, daily ticker symbol suggestions, educational content, and live Q&A with Mark on a weekly basis, make sure you join our Platinum member in the description below so that we can make through this tough market together. I'm looking forward to seeing you on our weekly Zoom calls so that we could share great insights together. Thank you very much, and see you on our next update video.